Hello readers, I know I haven't posted in a really long time, and I thought that probably the best way to get every idea that I have out is to make this video. But most recently what's really inspired me to finally put these words out there are two videos. The first is from Charlie McDonnell, that normally posts really happy-go-lucky, silly videos, and he's a blog star on YouTube. I guess he's a YouTuber would be the technical word for him. That he posted a video really recently called "I'm Scared," and it was a video, and I'll put a link to it down there in the important part. But he posted a video talking about how that he was really unhappy with himself and that he hadn't been being his true self, and that he was scared to create content for his fans and viewers because he was afraid that they were not going to like it, and that in turn that they wouldn't like him. The other one, which will also be down there, comes from, oh gosh, I want to say his name is John. He and his brother vlog to each other, I think twice a week, and he made a response video to Charlie's video, talking about how we're all scared, and that creating something and sending it out to the world to view and to see is extremely terrifying, because things that we create and share with the world are an extension of ourselves, and that is a scary thing to share yourself with people that you don't even know. We're at December 8th, which is the year anniversary from Jenny telling me that she had talked to Wilton and CJ about bringing me on board at Evolve and starting out on a journey to change my life. And it was an amazing day and an amazing gift, and I will forever be thankful to Jenny and CJ and Wilton and all of the trainers at Evolve for taking me on as a project and as a person, and being so extremely genuine and caring and loving towards me. Originally, this project would have been a lot more public than it has been, and that in itself, right now, looking back, is really scary. Right now, looking at it right now, just through my blog, which is over 10,000 views right now, which is really extremely flattering, but also really scary that many people have looked at my blog. In a lot of ways, I'm about to fail very publicly, and it's not extremely publicly. It'll be for the people that know me, the people that are at my blog, and the people that go to the gym, because in the grand whole scheme, a lot of the goals that I set at the beginning of this year, while I have made a lot of the goals, there have been a lot of goals that I haven't met. This year has been really hard in a lot of ways, and having setbacks in other respects too, but then losing my job back in May was really hard, because my routine was finally starting to get established for myself, and then it was taken away. But to have that taken, or have that removed from my life, was really hard. And I really do think that I started to become really depressed at that point, that I, lost my job, lost my support system, my routine was being taken away from me. And so now, I was left with a lot of openness and a lot of time, and a friend of mine put it really perfectly that I was doing a lot of navel gazing. And so I was thinking about myself too much, which I think probably right now I still am, and I need to figure out how to get out of that. And so I started to get really upset, and I was, missing classes at the gym and always being late to stuff at the gym, which I really had no excuse for any of those things, being that, I had all the time in the world to be there. And that's when CJ and Wilton sat down with me, and I told me that I really needed to recommit to what was happening. More recently, with the plantar fasciitis, it took the option really of all of those cardio classes and everything away, and leaving me with yoga, which I really, really have gotten into. I really love. It's been such an amazing, eye-opening experience, and has really started to get me in touch with like my spiritual side, which I've kind of always felt a leaning towards, but not something that I was specifically like looking into or really connected with. And so that's a really interesting thing with the yoga, is getting into that. Getting into the end of September, beginning of October, I started to really realize that any savings, any money that I had at that point was very quickly running out. So I emailed Wilton and CJ and let them know that I was going to have to scale back on my time at the gym because I just couldn't pay for gas anymore. I was running out of money. I had nothing left. My mom helped me out a ton. She's been great. Taking money from my theater, my space, to help pay for things. It's been really difficult. It's been really, really hard. And the theater's been having, its own set of issues, so taking care of that has really become a priority, because without that, I don't know what to do with myself at all. It's been where my focus has been for the last couple of months, and that's been really hard to post and talk about because it's been a really hard and trying time for me and the people that are involved in my life. It's been really difficult and it's been difficult to post because it's hard to share about those things. But I think what I really wanted to talk about along with all of that is about what Charlie says about true potential, or about his true self, that he wasn't happy because he hasn't been his true self lately. And I feel like that's been me for a lot of parts of this year, is that I haven't been my true self. And I don't think I've been my true self for a long time. And it's one of those things where I think it has to do with potential, and the fact that you can feel it, you can see your potential, you can understand that everything is possible, and that you can do any of those things if you set your mind to it. But unfortunately, you get distracted by things along the way that take your mind off that path and off of your potential and off of everything that you can do with your life. I'm a people pleaser. And when you want people to be happy and you want their wants and needs to be met, you put your own on the back burner, and you get lost along the way, which I think happens to me. I want people to be happy. I want their needs and wants to be met, and I forget to take care of myself in the long run. And really, when you put yourself on the back burner, really in the long run, you really can't actually take care of anybody else's wants and needs, because you're not taking care of your own. And once your wants and needs are met, then you have the potential to help everyone else that you can, because they can see how you are helping yourself, and then they help themselves. And that has been, and it still is, and I don't think I'm still fixed or anything in that respect, in that mindset. But I think that really is the important thing that I need to take away from this experience, is that I have to take care of myself first. And it's really, really hard, because I care really deeply about the people in my life. And so so that's, I think, knowing that you are capable of so much, but then also capable of so much, and letting people know that you are capable of all those things, and then when they don't happen because you've been distracted by something, and then you let them down, then it's really hard. And that's, I think, where it is right now for me, is I know that I set myself up for something big with all of this, and I'm about to let a lot of people down. Readers, family, friends, the people at the gym. And I know that I've accomplished a lot in this last year, and I figured out a lot about myself, and it's going to be really hard to do that, like, final weigh-in, because I know, well, it won't be the final weigh-in. I know there'll be other weigh-ins in the future, because this isn't the end of my journey. I know it's not, but knowing that this is the end of this year, and in a lot of respects, I still feel like I'm in the same place, which is really hard. And that's my own fault, that I didn't push myself, because I was scared of reaching that potential of what I knew I could do, and then knowing that people would expect more from me. And it's really sad and silly and stupid, because I know people love me, and they don't care. They just want me to be happy. There are other things that this year has opened up for me. Thinking about other directions that my life can take, while still doing the things that I love and care about immensely. So should be interesting. I think that's pretty much all that I want to talk about in this video. That knowing your true potential is really, really scary and terrifying, and that having other people view and see those things is also extremely terrifying. Like sharing all of this stuff with you guys, my readers, and my friends and family and trainers and everybody else, has been really, really scary this year. To give you an inside glimpse of my head, it's been scary, eye-opening. And knowing that other people are the same boat as me has been really nice too. To my family and my friends, and you, my dear readers, and the girls at KJ, and all of the trainers at the gym, but especially Wilton and CJ, for really taking me under their wing this year and doing what they could do with me. I really appreciate that. Everything. I know that I couldn't have done what I've done without your help. So, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I guess that's it. Thank you guys so much. All the love, Kristen.